setup is crazy. We're really running up for room. Well, I'm too lit too. Hey, bro.
You gonna need some security.
Oh, yeah, that's turn.
You
Yeah, I fucking with it. And I got that shit on. No, we can. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll talk about that because people don't really know how crazy my life is.
So
that's why I really be kicking it for real, because I ain't worried about none of that shit.
So fuck is you trying to say? You gotta get a bag, can't be sharing plates. Got the game twisted, nigga lane switcher, can't be sharing where you lay. Put them in the back, play on my chips.
What's going on, man? Y'all already know what it is. Your boy Defiant back with another one, man. We sitting here with your boy Austin Dole.
You know we had to wear the Grinch. We had to get festive for this shit because everybody think I'm the biggest troll in the city and they coming for me right now. So might as well wear the Grinch shit, get festive, and get into this video.
Real festive form. Okay. So before we get into, any beef or anything like that, I kind of want to ask you, a little bit about you, man. Who is Austin Dole? Like, let us know.
Right. So I grew up in Mansfield. I grew up by UPS and on Burger Ave. They call it like Little Kentucky because, we got some hillbillies, doing some shit in the city. They be riding lawnmowers, the speedway and shit. I ain't never did that, but that shit sound fun. But we got the little ATVs in the yard and shit. We really living for real. But anyway, more of the story is that's where I grew up. I graduated in 2022 from Mansfield Senior High. I did that. And then, your boy has been kicking it ever since. I've been traveling all across the world, going to Rolling Louds, doing everything I want to do. Because if you ain't gonna travel while you're young, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna get the shit done. So I've been to every Rolling Loud. I've been to Cali, New York, Chicago. I'm in every city.
You said you was in Little Kentucky. What the hell is that?
They called it. To be quick with it, they pretty much call us hillbilly white people. Is what they consider Little Kentucky. They consider us trashy little white folks.
And that's in Mansfield?
Yeah, it's on Burger Ave. They have like a little Kentucky. Little area. You know how every city has the little area. You know what I mean?
For like hillbillies and shit.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a hillbilly.
Was it a trailer park?
It ain't no trailer park. No, I actually lived in like a brick house. So but it's just that little part of town where you're gonna drive through that city and you're gonna see some motherfucker on a lawnmower over here going to Speedway and shit. That's the only part of town. Like you're gonna be going to Family Dollar, Dollar General, on that side of town.
Okay.
You just be seeing some out of the ordinary shit that you ain't gonna see motherfucking in Columbus.
So you really from the city?
Yeah, I'm from Mansfield, Ohio.
Maybe
let's handle that because they think I live in Gallion now. But the only reason why I moved to Gallion was because my mom, you know what I mean, said let's get the fuck out of this house. You know what I mean? Let's move somewhere else. It wasn't because I'm scared of this city or nothing. We just got an opportunity to move to Gallion, so I moved to Gallion. You know what I mean? I'm from Mansfield. I grew up in Mansfield. Everybody know I lived in Mansfield. I went to Sherman, for elementary. I went to Malabar. I went to St. Pete's. I went to all the schools in Mansfield because I grew up here.
Right.
You can't make up where you grew up.
Right.
You can't just lie on my name and say I don't live here because I live here.
So they trying to say that
I'm not from here. They ain't never seen me before. They haven't seen me because I just now started posting on the internet because my ass did a high speed and did 9 months. You gonna see me now because it's 2025. It's my year now.
Okay.
I'm out here now.
How old was you when you moved to Gallion?
I moved to Gallion like 2 years ago. So this is fresh. This ain't like old shit.
So you've been in there in Little Kentucky
my whole life. Damn near my whole life, yeah.
And you just moved there and they trying to say you ain't there for 2 years.
Yep. They don't know they don't know me.
They don't know you, just talking.
One thing about me, they gonna post something on the internet to make the little podcast sound good, but
for clout.
Yeah.
Sound about right.
One thing about me, get me on a damn podcast and I'll tell you how the fuck I was living. I ain't tripping about none of that shit.
All right. What's one thing you think the public feel is misunderstood or misrepresented?
I feel like people are treating me right now as like a hater and a troll, and then I'm out to get everybody and I'm out to cancel everybody and really ruin their life. I'm not like that. I'm a kind-hearted person. I make this shit for skit and fun, but I feel like people blow it out of proportion because we are in Mansfield. It's so small. The city is so small that they take everything to the next level. They boost it up to the point where they bring violence involved. I feel like in 2025 they bring violence instead of love and you know what I mean, and funniness. They take it, well, you did this, you talked about this motherfucker, let's get violent, let's do this. Now mind you, Mike Robb and me fighting and boxing, let's handle this shit. If you really that mad about it, let's do it. Because I feel like
I respect that.
All this trolling shit, let's be man to man about it and really handle business. If you really want to fight me, I'm gonna get trained up and I'm gonna fuck your shit up. Best better believe this is Rocky and what? Rocky, the one that was trained in and get right. This is kind of like Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. This is what I'm gonna compare that fight to. I'm gonna tear the fuck out of Mike Tyson up. I'm about to tear his ass up, Mike Robb.
But yeah, but I just want to say again, man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want to say thank you for this opportunity, for sure. I want to say thank you for getting me on here and really like hearing me out and hearing my story, because I feel like people don't know me, and I feel like they're gonna know me after this when this drops. So I'm appreciative of it. But I think what really put me on the map was that high speed though.
Well, let's get into it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I know you want to talk about that, so let's just hop straight into it.
Yeah, it's fun.
So let me know what happened, to even get you into that predicament in the first place.
What, the high speed?
Yeah,
okay.
Like how did you even get into that situation?
Well, I didn't even want to be in that situation, but it kind of, shit happens so damn quick. Mind you, I got my hair cut for the New Year's. I go to Brendan's. They be getting me right every time. I've been going there for a while. I got my hair cut. It's New Year's. I mean, I even said this before I even did any crazy shit. I said, let me get my outfit. Let me go crazy. Let me, it's a new year. I'm about to turn the fuck up. One thing about it, one thing led to another. Just started taking shots, started going crazy. And one thing led to another. Don Julio got in the picture. And I snuck that shit in the pregame. I ain't gonna lie. A sexy bitch, just sneak that bitch in there. You got it. So I snuck that bitch in there, and one thing led to another. Drinking out the bottle, Happy New Year, pouring shots in bitches' mouths. And, it got so good. It was like 3 a.m. I said, all right, let's go to after. Let's do something. You know what I mean? So I left. So I'm over here cruising in my little Kia Optima. It's rental, 2019. And one thing led to another. I see this fucking cop do a whole U-turn behind me. I was passing this little music store. Forget what Metronome Music. I forget what it was called. Metronome Music. Whatever. Cop did a U behind me, and I saw them blue lights. I said, it's only one fucking truck. You think I'm worried about no fucking little fucking sheriff, Mansfield PD truck? So I put the music on. I said, if I'm going to start doing a high speed on them, I gotta put some shit on. So I put that shit on. The song I put on, Big Gangsta by Kevin Gates. Got me in my feels. Drunk as fuck.
Bitch, I'm a big gangsta.
Man, I was like this. All right. He behind me with the blue lights. I'm on the dash on him. Made a left, went flying past Linden Apartments, flying past where I graduated high school, senior high, busted a right, went flying downtown Marbury. Somehow got on 13, went flying, going 80 down this little over the railroad track. Boom, boom, booking it. Man, all I saw was cops blocking the on-ramps, exit ramps. Saw the helicopter here, saw 50 cops behind me. And here I am. Bitch, I'm a big gangster. You can't catch me. I'm doing a high speed. So one thing led to another. The only reason why I finally pulled over is because my car, it was like going like this. It was losing control. Like I airborne. They said I airborne on Trimble when I went flying down Trimble. And it my car up so bad, it took 3 spike strips to get me. I mean, left side, boom.
Oh, you was swerving in.
Yeah, right side, spike strip. And then the third one got me, damn it. It got me. They finally got me.
They wanted you bad.
No, they put 2 spike strips across the whole road because they couldn't, because left side, right side wasn't working. So they said, oh, we got to be smarter than him. He drunk on Don Julio acting a fool. We can't stop him. And my dash cam videos came out. He was smoking a blunt while chasing me. Swear on my mama. It's on my shit is out on Facebook.
We're going to have to find him.
It's on there. Videos. It's on there. Yeah, it's on there.
Because he should be fired.
Oh, man, if I can get in my second DUI in a high speed doing 9 months for that shit, best better believe I'm on your ass.
Well, real quick, what was you running for? Was it something you just wanted to or what?
No, I had some shit in my car. Man.
They ain't get that though.
One thing about me, I ain't getting drug possession. One thing about me, I threw that shit out the car. And they even said that. They said, I think he was on such and such road and he threw some shit out the car. And I did, and I ain't getting charged. Give me with the open container and the bullshit in my car. I should have threw the bottle out too, though. But I wasn't thinking. I was on the dash on them. I said, "Yep, find my Casamigos." They pull out the Casamigos out my little Christmas bag. You know, I was trying to hide that shit. I had all my alcohol in the motherfucking Stanley Cup, trying to keep it down low. Like, nah, I ain't drunk. But anyway, my plates came back to a Ram truck, and I'm driving a Kia Optima. How that make sense? Spectrum Motors, you did me dirty as in Columbus, Ohio.
So this wasn't your car?
No, this was a rental.
This was a rental from Spectrum Motors in Columbus?
Yep, some bootleg ass shit.
And it was
because I had a 2024 Hyundai Elantra, and I went to Walnut, and a drunk driver hit my shit, parked, totaled my shit, did $10,000 worth of damage. So I took my car all the way to Columbus to get it worked on. Normie Jackson came in clutch, got me the rental, took care of my case and everything, but they did me dirty and put bad plates on my shit. I think it would have been a different situation if I had good plates in my car. Just think about it. They would have not did a U-turn behind me. I was going the speed limit. I was doing everything right, but they got cameras on the corner of their cop cars, is what somebody was telling me. They got cameras. As soon as you pass a cop, boom, they on your ass. They got your plate already on their computer. That's the new shit they got going on right now. So, yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, more of the story is the time is done, and crime, you know what I mean? I did my crime. I did my time, and we on bigger shit, bigger moves. It's 2025. Let's get this shit. Let's get this money.
How long did you end up doing over this?
I did 9 months for it. And the only reason why I did 9 months is because I wasn't doing no papers, no parole, nothing. This is flat time. My lawyer said that's the best thing you want to do at your young age. You're 22 years old. You don't want to be over here sitting around on papers and never get off of papers. Because one thing about probation, you're stuck on it and you can't get off of it. It's a hard-ass thing to complete.
It's a hard thing to complete. Well, so what was all your charges altogether?
A failure to comply and then a DUI, my second DUI.
Okay.
I need to chill out. And then my license is suspended for 3 years.
That's terrible.
And then they reported my car because no one wanted to take over the payments.
Man, I keep hearing something about you don't even need license no more. I ain't gonna say drive.
Somebody told me if you move to Florida, you can get a license in Florida and still drive in Ohio. But I don't know if that's true.
Everything that's crazy happened in Florida, so maybe. But I'm
gonna go to Florida. I swear to God, I'm gonna be a jit. They call them jit down there. Yeah.
You been to Florida?
I've been to Tampa, Orlando, everywhere.
Oh, yeah. What do you travel for?
Content.
Okay.
So when they doing that little spring break shit for college, I'm there. I'm getting content. If there's a Rolling Loud festival happening in Miami, I'm there. You know what I mean? That's big shit you can't miss.
So just to nip this jail thing in the
yeah.
Because I want to silence the haters for you, right?
Yeah, because we can't just keep having them not know shit and they don't know the truth.
So what prison did you go to?
Oh yeah, okay. So hear me out. So motherfuckers that haven't been to prison want to talk shit on prison. So mind you, you go to Lorraine. Mike Robb ain't never been to prison. His ass talking all that shit, you know what I mean, talking about prison. He don't know shit about prison.
Correct.
Well, more of the story is you go to Lorraine and the brown bus like the movies, shackled up to somebody. Mind you, I was shackled up to somebody that I just 2 people. Shackled up to bro. He doing like 35 years. I'm like, all right. I'm doing 9 months. I'll talk to bro. Yeah, bro. Well, anyway, they had music on the little brown bus too. So what song you think came on the bus? Birds of a feather. Billie Eilish started playing. This fucking killer I'm over here shackled up to is singing the song. He don't even look like he a killer for real. You know what I mean? He just singing the song. And we vibing out. We on 71. We just got our number in Lorraine. And we're going all the way to the CRC. So they don't know shit about the CRC. The CRC is a reception center. So you sit there for a couple months until you get classed. You got to get classed in order to get to your next prison. So motherfucker said it's a soft prison, but mind you, you're in here with level 3. It's a level 3 camp. They're acting like it's a child camp. It's a soft camp. It's a soft prison. Mike Robb said something along the lines as, well, he was in what's it called when you're like your first couple of days on the job type shit. He in orientation prison. Yeah. They call it orientation prison. Nah, I'm with killers and like big dog shit. Well, anyway, more of the story is I met some real cool ass people from Cincinnati, Toledo, all over Ohio. One thing led to another. I finally got classed after I was in the CRC 3 months. So I left the county jail, Richland County. I was in Richland County Jail from January 1st all the way to March 31st. So March 31st until I would say about May or April is when I got transferred to North Central Prison. And then, mind you, I was getting out in September because I had 9 months over my head. So I did all that, and I went to North Central and Marion. Now, mind you, North Central and Marion ain't no little ass shit either. They all got shanks. You know what I mean? These are big. Like, you can't make up soft prison. Ain't nothing soft anymore. In 2025, you got to have a weapon. You got to protect yourself. You got to people stealing your shit. You know what I mean? You got to go handle that and handle business and take care of that shit. You can't let people get over, because if they see you get over, well, you know what I mean? If they get over on you, best better believe they're gonna keep stealing your shit until you handle that shit. So that's when the famous lock in the sock came out. And I said, you know what? I'm done with this shit. You're not stealing my shit. I got the lock in the sock.
I was just gonna ask.
Started swinging that bitch. One thing led to another. I hit 10 people in the eye with that lock in that sock.
That's how you got that nickname?
Lock in the sock.
Okay.
And people want to joke about it, but that was my weapon. That was my
and that weapon that really fuck you up in there, though.
Man, that black eye, you know how them raccoons got them things on their little eyes like this?
Yeah.
That's how they were looking when I was done. And mind you, you can get an assault charge for that. They could take your ass back to court for that shit because you did an assault on somebody. There ain't no thing of self-defense in prison anymore. Yeah. They will charge you for that. So I was scrapping in the bathroom, and I was fucking them up in that bathroom, and I walked the fuck out, handed business. You know what I mean? I might be short time, but I mean business.
So really, in all reality, you got more street cred than Mike Robb.
He ain't even been to prison. I was really in the streets of prison, like really actually thugging it out for real.
Right.
Yeah, I got more street credit only because, I got street credit because I was going 140 on the dash in the street, but you don't know who the fuck I am. I just got out of prison, and you really want to box somebody that just got out of prison and saw some crazy ass shit you don't even know nothing about. The famous laugh. Everybody keep coming for that famous laugh. That's the laugh you're going to hear, Mike Robb, when I beat that ass. You hear me? Stay tuned. I like this shit. This is fun.
I don't know if it's okay with you.
Oh, yeah,
I ask you a couple.
Yeah, I'm cool. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So what can you share about your mother's situation?
Okay, so my mom, one thing about people is they're quick to bring down family through a rough time. I feel like one thing about people is they don't know my history. So my dad was the first one that started the trauma, I feel like, for me. So my dad used to feed me bologna, banquet meals. He used to have bitches over here taking the food out of our house. My mom used to work at Newman Technology for 15 years. She was hard at work, working every day, and he was considered a stay-at-home father, but he was really not shit for real. And I feel like people don't know who the hell I am, but my mom got beat the fuck out of every single day by my dad. And I feel like when I say pushing the walls, when I say I'm going to get in detail. I would have a brother right now if it wasn't for my dad. My dad kicked my mom's stomach and kicked my mom. Well, not my mom. My brother in my mom's stomach, and my mom had a miscarriage, and that my brother died because the umbilical cord got wrapped around my mom. Well, I'm saying the wrong shit, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The umbilical cord got around my brother's neck and killed my brother, and my mom had a miscarriage. But my mom never did nothing about it. She moved past the trauma. She didn't want to, you know what I mean? She didn't want to be the police. Everybody keeps talking about my family, the police. We just snitch, but really don't know me. So what my mom did was she said, I had enough. You know what I mean? Domestic violence is a big situation in America, and I feel like a lot of people don't discuss it and bring awareness to it. And I feel like I'm going to be the stop to that. I feel like people need to hear that this shit is not okay. If you're beating on a woman in 2025, you a deadbeat piece of shit. Like, honestly, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. You beating on a woman is a low life move, bro. Like, really get your shit together.
You know what that just made me think of? Somebody once said, I might not be the one who changed the world, but I want to be the spark of the mind that will.
I like that. That's motivating. I like that. I feel like people don't really they don't discuss it. They don't discuss it enough. Well, anyway, my mom has permanent damage from that. She has PTSD. My mom rushed out of my dad's relationship, married another man. My mom used to be driving the car. This man used to just touch the wheel, try to crash my mom in the trees and really do some shit. He used to open the door while my mom was driving, going down the highway and doing like, this is real traumatizing things you can't make up. And one thing about it, my mom did go manic, lost her mind in January of 2024 and did a high-speed chase because she just couldn't handle it. And I feel like everybody was telling me, even doctors were telling me, I feel like my mom finally like gave up and she just lost it. And she said, I'm ready to kill myself. I feel like that's why she did that high-speed chase. She couldn't handle it. And one thing about people is that when they can't handle it, they commit suicide or they try to kill themselves. And I feel like God was looking out for my mom because my mom hit a building in Bucyrus, Ohio when she did her pursuit and the car caught on fire, the building caught on fire, and my mom survived. So I feel like when people talk about my mom and you know what I mean, like, oh, call the psych ward, call pregame if you're looking for missing Austin, you know what I mean, that really, I mean, it really hit the spot. I ain't gonna lie, Mike Rob, you really got me because you don't know my story. And I feel like it's good to be on a podcast right now to explain my story because one thing I don't play about, you only get one mother. And I feel like I'm thankful enough to even have my mom right now. And she ain't getting out that hospital until 2027. So I feel like, you know what I mean? I'm going to be there for her and I'm going to protect her. If she needs money on that books, I will take care of my mom. So I feel like my childhood trauma is pretty fucked up. But one thing we do about trauma is we overcome it and we do better and we really move forward with it and we take ourselves to the top. And who gives a fuck about your background? Do better for the community and take care of your people.
Right.
I'm preaching over here. I should really have my own TV show for real.
I told you straight.
I need to make some merch for real for my fans though. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get emotional. Oh yeah, we lit. Stay tuned. We're gonna figure this shit out. We're gonna find something to do. If you know how to make merch and do that shit, hit my line. Comment down on this podcast when it drop and really let's talk business because I want some merch.
So let's try to move this to a positive note.
Yeah, for sure.
And before we do, you know, I lost my mom a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's stressful.
So I definitely understand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the fact that she's still here, look at me, I got chills, my man.
I know, it's people.
He too old for that.
Mind you, Mike Robb, I don't know anything about Mike Robb, but I know he has a mother out there. I know he has kids. And I feel like coming for other people, karma is always going to come around.
Man.
I ain't going to say what's going to happen in the future, but you never know. Life is too short to be going that low. I feel like you went really low to the fact you look like a clown coming for my mom because you don't know me. You won. Okay, you won. I'll let you have that one little troll moment. But one thing about it, I'm grateful to even have my mom right now, and I will defend my family, and I will protect mine. I feel like that.
Has anything major came out of this, like beef, opportunities?
I feel like opportunities, yes. I feel like when I was in prison, I really wanted to really take this shit to a whole nother level. I wanted to get on a podcast. I wanted to really explore my name. I wanted to get my name out there, and I feel like this really boosted. It didn't boost my ego. It really just boosted my views. I have never seen my views go up this high ever in my life. But I've never been in no drama like this. But one thing about drama, it's either going to break you or take you to the top. And I feel like this is taking me to the top and it's giving me bigger opportunities. And it's getting me on podcasts. It's getting my name out there. And I feel like one podcast, another podcast, you know what I mean? It only takes those couple little videos to really get your name out there and take you to the top. So I feel like I'm not going to let these haters and trolls get to me because when you see me at the top, you ain't going to bring me down. And somebody texted me the other day saying, you need to start being low key. You need to stop posting your locations at spots because just like famous rappers,
he ain't wrong. Or she ain't wrong.
They post a location and boom, they're dead.
Most rappers die in their own city.
Yeah, people say you need to be more Hollywood and you need to keep it low key because people. One thing about people, they said you're in the black community loves you, but one thing about the black community, they see a white boy with motion and they will try to get at you and get, you know what I mean, try to come for it.
Let me say something.
That's what they say about.
Let me say something about that. I feel like if it's a white boy in the community, then you know you already have a kind of a side eye against you because you're white in the first place.
Yeah.
And if you got motion and you're not bringing anybody with you, I feel like people would try to take you down.
They're trying to.
But really, you're not obligated to help anybody. But I feel
myself, for real.
But I know a lot of black people and like myself too. I feel like if if you're making money or a lifestyle from our culture, then you should at least grab your nigga to bring him with you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, one thing about me, I'll promote your music. If you're a rapper, you're trying to really blow your business up. You're really trying to. I'm all for that. Like Jamel, me and Jamel, we cool. Like business is business. I promote his bar. He makes his money. I get people through the door. Me and Jamel, we cool. So I feel like that opportunity starting at bar pregame, I feel like people they mad about it because that's their favorite bar in the city, and your boy fresh out of prison and got opportunities like that. They hating. They don't like it. They don't like seeing a motherfucker win. One thing about a city like this in Mansfield, Ohio, they don't want to see a motherfucker win and go to the top. But when that little 2000 whatever fuck come, I'll be cool. Yeah. And then this fight better make me some bread or I ain't doing no fucking fight. You hear me? Like, fact. I feel like what they're trying to do is they're trying to like one of these things where it's like, well, okay, I don't know what the dude was saying, but he said I'll give you $1,000 to host the fight. The fuck does that mean, hosted?
Hosting a fight is like you the one who put it together. You the one who, you know.
But if
these are my fighters, woozy woo and woozy woo.
Yeah, like how am I about to get this bread off this shit? Like
you will have to either be in the fight or promote the fight. And if you promote,
I'm gonna be in the fight, but I want some bread before I even do this shit. Well, one thing about me, I'm the trending topic. Mike Robb is really not the trending topic. It's the white boy B-Rad.
I mean, not tired of seeing him, but you
they're
know,
tired
they're used to it already.
Well, not even that. My content is 10 times better than his because he doesn't know what he's doing. Not even that. Mike Robb was talking all that shit like, oh, I've been scamming. I one time I went to the bar and I said, buy whatever you want for the whole bar. Man, I want to see how much bread you got.
He might now, you know, niggas have those
some people got it.
Nah. Niggas have them one-off days that they just ball in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. Yeah, so we all got the day.
So he could have done some shit like that.
We all can walk into Gucci and buy something one time.
Yeah, I'm saying.
We'll walk into Valentino. Okay, I'll buy that one shirt, but let me get the fuck out of Valentino. In reality, you unemployed like a motherfucker, barely getting paid. Unknown motherfuckers.
So let's talk about this beef.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
So what I'm hearing the beef started from was you was at the bar and you was throwing money on this girl's ass and he didn't do nothing at the time.
Yeah.
But then you said something about it in the video and then he wanted to have a problem with it after.
Yep. So one thing about it is I asked the girl for permission too. I saw the True Religion jeans, you know, all the female rappers be talking about the True Religion. And so I'm like, all right. I asked her, I said, you want to make some money? She talked about some, yeah. So my drunk ass, drunk on Don Julio, I said, you know what? Let me get some of this stripper money real quick and rub it on that ass. I grabbed about $6 probably. Rubbed it all. I did a little money spread all over that ass. And here Mike Robb like this. Watching like this. Like, is he really doing that right now? But I ain't doing shit about it. One thing about it, I'm promoting the shit. So I posted the video all over the internet. One thing led to another. It went viral. And you know, one thing about me, I'm not really with the street shit. I don't know who dating who doing who. And yeah, everybody was like, "Is that Mike Robb watching you do that?" You don't give no fucks. No, I don't. I'm the promoter. Whatever video get promoted in this club, I'm getting paid for it. Well, anyway, one thing led to another. He was in my inbox.
Oh, he hit you up first?
He hit me up, blowing my shit up. Can you delete that video? My bitches are fighting over that video. They're mad because I brought that woman here. He acting like that's not his girl. Okay, I don't care. I'm Mr. Steal Your Girl. One thing about me, I'm gonna steal your girl. Well, more of the story is, yeah. One thing led to another. I'm not deleting shit, and one thing that's what started this whole controversy and this trolling shit.
So he wanted you to delete the video because he said his other hoes was mad about.
Yeah, his other hoes saw him sitting there with that woman, and that's what started.
But after they already saw it, what the fuck? The damage is done. Why would I take it down and they already saw it? It don't make sense.
It makes no sense. I already made money off of it, so no, I delete it now. Control your own shit, not me. What? And people were on my side because they're like, you sat there and watched dude do that, and you mad because you didn't do shit about it. Don't get mad at me. Hate the player, hate the game. Fuck with me and get some money. You heard? That's my go-to.
So looking back at it, do you think it was blown out of proportion?
I feel like it was, but I think what did it was the caption.
But what was the caption?
I gotta find it. I'll tell you the caption. The caption is the one that took the shit off. Now, mind you, the caption was funny as fuck.
Oh, the caption is what made you mad.
The captions, okay, they're not even mad about the video. I said, her fine ass deserves some money. But the caption says, her man was right there and at Austin. Don't give a f. She deserves some money on her ass. I put the peach emoji. She deserves some money on that ass. And mind you, it's only $6. So you don't even have to be a big baller in the city to grab some nice ass like that in the bar.
So he mad that he feel like you trying to check him or something?
No, he over here watching me doing the whole thing.
And he wasn't mad about that. He said he mad at the caption.
Mad about the caption. But then this is what set it off. You know, you turn if you got somebody at you on Facebook right now talking about delete the video, smacking money on some woman's ass because she deserves it. This is when the trolling started. I made this video and it went viral. Mind you, 16,000 views on that one. And mind you, the trolling didn't stop. One thing about it, he made a video and I trolled him so bad he had to come from my mama that did a high-speed chase and is in Twin Valley in Columbus, Ohio for up to 3 years. He trolled me so bad he didn't have no dirt on my name, so he came for family. And one thing I don't play about is family. Don't fuck with my family. Don't talk about family. I mean, you took it out of proportion because you ain't got shit on my name.
Right.
It started all because I was kicking it. Okay, I'm a promoter at pregame. So one thing about me, I'm a promoter. I get paid. So whatever the fuck I record in this bar or club, don't get fucking mad at me if it's getting posted on the internet. Because I get paid for this shit. So don't hate me.
But before we get to the pregame, do you ever feel like people try to pull you into the drama online just
yep.
to, because I don't understand why
they antagonize it. What they do is they make a post about it. And one thing I need to learn, I'm only 22 years old. So one thing I need to learn is not give myself a bad name replying to the haters. People said one thing about haters, they will make you some money and they will get your views up and they will get you the attention you need. You just need to leave that shit alone because Jamel even came to the fact, he even called me and said, bruh, you're the promoter for my shit. You know what I mean? You can't be having all this bad publicity on our shit. And you really can't, you got to make sure your name ain't going bad. So he said, just chill the fuck out a little bit, bruh. He said, we all was young and we were all young and turnt at our age when we were young. But he said, one thing I've learned is motherfuckers will come at you and really try to take you down. So he said, just chill the fuck out, bruh. Really just work on business. Stay strictly business and you're going to go a long way in your life. So I feel like people that live through it and are grown is the people that's going to take you to the top.
Okay.
So yeah.
Are you genuinely worried about any threats or anything people talk online?
I mean, I do think I'm lacking because I'm a felon now and I can't, you know what I mean, carry my own shit. But I feel like I'm not trying to go back to prison for some bullshit. So like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, if I have to hire security, I don't need security. I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't scared to just be kicking it in the streets by myself. But I feel like the bigger I get, the more protection I need in this life. I feel like,
and that's anybody. Man.
That's anybody.
You
can't protect yourself. You know what I mean? There's so many people in this world. You know what I mean? You don't know who's out to get you and who's not.
Right.
So I feel like in the near future, security will be in play. Let me get trained first. Fuck around and find out. Once I get my training and learn some shit about fighting, best better believe this ain't gonna be the only battle fighting I'm doing.
Okay.
I need to drink a shot. I'm doing all this talking. I make money on that. But one thing I'm not gonna speak on is family.
Right. So what I had heard was that it was some he had some people in your inbox trying to get you, gang members or something.
He had some big people in my shit. I mean, it wasn't related.
You don't gotta put no names on.
No, I'm not going to say no names, but it wasn't Mike Rob related. But I feel like Mike Rob started the trolling with the family. I feel like they saw that it got to me, that the talking about my mom got to me. So then other people got in the mix and try to use clout off of that and talk about my mom and my grandma. And I feel like One thing about me, I will troll back, and I'm not gonna let a hater talk about my family. So one thing about it is, it got to the fact where I was talking about other people, women specifically, because the women were coming for my mom and really talking about my mom. And one thing about it is, I don't fight with women. I don't beat women. You know what I mean? I stand on business. Domestic violence is a real thing. But one thing I'm not going to do is let people talk shit about my family. So I feel like that is what got people in my inbox because I was talking about their family. They don't like they don't like what they get. They love talking shit, but when I come for their shit, they take it to the whole nother level and
go too far
and go to violence. They take it straight to violence.
They never had nothing. You got see. This is the thing.
Yeah, you don't got it.
You. I feel like you going somewhere. You know what I mean?
I am.
So sometimes you got to pick and choose who you are.
You got to pick your battles.
Some people don't have anything else.
Some battles ain't worth it. That's what somebody told me. Everybody's a hating ass motherfucker.
But
I like podcasts. These are fun. It shows your character. It shows you.
I feel like it lets you be 100% unapologetically you.
Yeah.
Without
all the fake social media shit and the trolling shit. This is real life shit.
Nobody influencing you or anybody else around you to say what you gonna say.
What I do on my phone is my shit. This is my content. This is how I feel. And I stand on what I post. And if you get mad about it, there's one little button you can hit on your phone. It's called the block button. If you can't stand the content I post, you can't stand to be around me, you trying to use me for clout and it backlashes on me. If you can't handle the business, I talk business. I mean business. If you don't want to hold the phone and record me for my video, well then get the fuck out my face. You know what I mean? One thing about me, I will make my content and I will make my videos. And there was another rumor going around on the internet. This Nautica woman, she picked me up from Galleon. She said I tried to get her drunk and I tried to sexually harass her, and to the point where Nautica, whoever, she got busted ass windows in her Hyundai Elantra because she talks so much shit. She'll make a post on Facebook and she'll try to cancel somebody. So that rumor was going on, and I had to clear my name because ain't nobody about to touch a woman or talk about a woman or sexually harass a woman. One thing about it, I'm not doing that. I had to clear the room on that.
So what she said you tried to get her drunk so you could hit it or something?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this though. And it came up yesterday on the podcast. They said, because you are kind of like a very energetic person, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your preference?
I like chocolate women.
Okay.
I like
strictly, or what's up?
I like chocolate women. I will marry one, but grandma's racist as fuck.
Okay.
So she ain't gonna like that, but I don't give a fuck.
Well, I mean, once you went black,
shit, you ain't going back.
You hear me?
No. I mean, did you see Taylor Blevins, man, in that cheetah outfit? I like her, though.
But so, more to the point is, people said that, you was broken wrists and all that.
Yeah, no. I ain't like that. I just feel like they ain't never met somebody like me that's more open and more happy and friendly. I feel like...
Okay to be yourself.
Yeah. And one thing about me, I get the fuck. You gotta worry about me. I used to fly for it.
So get off your...
On my mama. You hear me? One thing about me, the bitches need fans when I'm done. They said, damn, I need a fan.
I wish they could have seen us in Kroger today.
Okay, tell me why we go into Kroger's, we get this nice little bottle. Now, mind you, we gotta be smart with our money in 2025. Inflation is a real motherfucker.
He bought a baby.
He
bought some like kid.
How much was this? Like 50?
I don't know, guys.
I think it was 50, but Don Julio's 65. So I'd rather have some shit that's gonna last you and really get you through the night instead of just drinking that shit.
Bro, I was starstruck by all the people kept coming up to you, bro.
I was in the liquor store. People were outside of the liquor store with their kids and family, really like, hey, that's Austin. Hey, even in the liquor store, they said, hey, that's bruh. Somebody even said this in the liquor store. You the biggest straw in the city right now. People hating on you.
Yeah, definitely hate.
They definitely is, but I like it. I'm ready.
I mean, shit, all publicity, good publicity. It's just what I'm saying is like they don't understand that. Keep that shit on the internet so we can all get paid. Now you got a boxing match, people getting invested, people getting paid off of this and that and third.
Yeah,
y'all talking about some gangster shit.
They getting clout off of my name. No.
Weird.
And one thing about it, I'm gonna handle business and I will do that fight.
Yeah, and that's a good business move though. You know what I mean? As long as it's professional, regulated.
We keep in business.
You feel me? It's a regulated event that people are making money off of. Stick to that.
Stick to that, not violence.
Yeah, like what the? That's why Mansfield can't get nowhere.
Because they want violence. They want to bring a mother.
They want to play tough. They want to be. You know what I'm saying? Even if you is tough, make money.
Make money.
What are you trying to be tough for?
I mean, it ain't worth going back to prison for. And I did my prison time. I did my 9 months. But one thing I will say, I ain't going back. I don't care if it was short time or not. That ain't for the week.
I remember some old drunk ass it was like, man, don't nobody know you.
That's one thing they love saying. They don't know you, but they know you.
Long story short, I was like, all right, that's cool. Because in my mind, I was thinking, shit, your whole circle some drunk old like, I don't want y'all people to know me.
On my mama.
Back to topic.
For sure.
How do you stay focused amidst all the drama?
I stay focused because one thing that's really getting me through it is you got more. I feel like I got more supporters than I do haters, which is good right now. I got more support. Now, one thing about it, when that Nanika bitch made that fake rumor about me, they try to compare me to Bryce Witchy. They try to. That? Bryce Witchy is the biggest pedophile in the city that got a lot of time. I'm not him. I'm not. You know what I mean? That you went low with that. But anything that's not gonna troll me, because if you know me, you know I ain't like that. You know I ain't going that type of way.
But why would they even say that? Do y'all favor each other's looks or something?
Okay, they said I'm the new Bryce Witchy.
But why they say
I
that?
don't know. They acting like I look like them, but I don't see it.
Oh, they weird.
Well, more of the story is
putting pedo allegations on.
No, it's just why I had to go live and clear the room. And mind you, one thing about it, I had 300 people watching me. I ain't never had that many people watching me on Facebook Live. I don't go on Facebook Live, but one thing about it, that live was fun. I was on live an hour and 30 minutes talking shit. Get my life really moving in the right direction. I feel like,
Man, listen, I would say try to stay a little bit more low key, and when you do pop out,
stop posting locations. I feel like it's the biggest thing.
I mean,
leave the spot. Leave the spot first.
Because when you sent it to me, I was like, man, he might be trying to set me up. No. You know what I'm saying? No. You don't even understand that some people,
it's violent.
It ain't even that they hate you. They just hate what you can do. You see what I'm saying?
That I got potential.
They hate where you can go in the rooms you can stand in that they can't.
And they can't. Because
they don't give them the opportunity.
It ain't worth it. No, it ain't.
And sometimes it don't even be that. They might just try to lose your mind.
Yeah, that's why you gotta keep your guard up.
Bro. That's what I say. You're gonna have to kill that. You know.
Yeah. Kill that shit. That is my best friend right
now. So let's switch gears for a second.
Yeah, let's go.
And let's talk about the pregame. How'd you get connected in Mansfield with you said Jamel?
Yeah, Jamel.
Jamel in the pregame bar.
Okay, so he hit me up with a big opportunity. One day he just saw my videos, he saw my content. He said, "You know what? I see you doing your shit, bro. Like I see you really going crazy editing shit." He said, "I really need a promoter for the bar. I really ain't got a promoter right now." And I said, "You know what? I ain't never did anything like that before. You know, I'm new to all this." And you know what? I said, "You know what? Let's run it. Let's do it." I said, I like big opportunities. So one thing about it, I showed him my work. I showed him what I could do. All it took me was one weekend at the bar pregame, Friday and Saturday. I recorded some content, put it all in a video, made a little recap for him. And bro was like, "You did that shit. You know what I mean? You're hired. Let's get a contract. Let's get you on payroll. Let's talk business. Let's really like move forward with this shit because you're really out here doing that shit." And one thing I'm gonna do for my city, never forget where you came from. People said I don't live in Mansfield. People say I didn't grow up here. But one thing I'm gonna do is remember where you came from, what city I'm in, help a business in your city. Don't ever forget your people.
Help a business in your city. That's gonna be a slogan right there.
It is.
Help a business in your own damn city.
Yeah, because people don't think about helping people in your community. They move on to the next city. They move cities, and they forget about where they came from.
So what all entails in the job description of you? Promotion, hosting, content, or just all of it?
I think it's like all the above. I feel like Well, at the end of the day, I'm only here Friday and Saturday recording content, and then by Sunday, I'm making my recap videos and it's posted. But one thing I do love is birthday celebrations. You get one birthday a year, and one thing about it, people book sections, people book that. But who's gonna really promote that shit and really get their party really jumping like that?
Right. People be too
a promoter. So I, you know what I mean? I like it. And mind you, this is gonna give me such a big opportunity, bro. The big celebrities he brings in the pregame, I am the promoter. I'm gonna get so many bigger opportunities and meet so many celebrities doing my job that I love. And right now I'm unemployed. I used to work at Cracker Barrel as a server. And mind you, I worked there before I went to prison, and they hired me back after prison. I only lasted 2 weeks before I cussed out the manager and said, "Fuck this shit. I got bigger opportunities at my young age. Fuck this shit." And then one thing led to another. Everything just blew up. And then here I am.
And now you famous.
Now I'm famous in a podcast talking to you guys. And I love you guys. I love all my supporters. I love all my fans. I love the people that put me in the spotlight, because I feel like I deserve some spotlight if I'm going to troll the internet. I feel like you need to hear my story.
You seem just like a fun dude, man.
I
don't know why people think you're trying to like destroy their life. Like, what the hell?
I mean, if you can't handle the troll, don't troll my family first.
You the promoter for pregame, so promote pregame. What makes pregame different from other spots in the area?
I feel like pregame. So you know how every big city got their big bar. Right. Cincinnati got a big one. Columbus got a big one. I feel like Mansfield really doesn't have too many lit spots to kick it. And I feel like the pregame, that's where it's at. Like that, I feel like the pregame is the club of the city right now. I feel like Jamel really, I feel like without Jamel in the city with bar pregame, we would not have anything lit on the weekends. We would not. He's over here bringing big legs, big celebrities. Who's coming this Saturday? I think Mike something.
I heard something about that.
No, I got it. I'm gonna look it up for you real quick. I mean, no one's doing it like Jamel. Yeah, that's Baddies East. He brought Baddies East in this motherfucker. So, like, I feel like he really, RMC Mike coming this weekend. Okay. Ain't no one bringing big people in the city like that besides Jamel and bar pregame.
There was another girl that was supposed to be there.
But put a on fast. K-Rican, whatever.
K-Rican, you say?
K-Rican, I think.
Who the hell is that?
Some random from Baddies East. Mind you, that's what really put me on the map, too, because I canceled that bitch all over the internet. Jamel hit me up and he said, this bitch did not show up for the show and took $2,400 from me. And it was one of these things where you pay half up front and you got to show up for the other half. She did not show up and kept the money. Yeah. So Jamel was like, really help me, bro. Like, really cancel that bitch for really doing us dirty. Because one thing about a small business in the city, it really ain't a small business. It's growing. But one thing about $2,400, that's not a little bit of money.
Yeah, I've been seeing what he's doing, man. I respect him trying to put money back into the city, man.
I'm fucking with it.
Yeah, people really need to tap into him more.
Yeah, they do. Check out the pregame, your boy promoter. If you want to meet us and meet me, that's where I'll be.
So what's the biggest win moment for working, at the
I think the biggest win moment is income. I'm actually making income on it. I'm actually really making money off of it, and I'm really interacting with my city. I feel like that's why my name is so huge right now, because I'm interacting with my city. I'm getting content for them. They wake up the next morning hungover, and then they see some lit-ass video that Austin just created, and really like, yeah, I just made it in the video. I feel like one thing about the camera, one thing about people that record people in the clubs and really make a recap video, they don't get all of the people in it. I feel like they miss the crowd. One thing about Austin, I get everybody in the crowd. Everybody's included. You know what I mean? You popped up in here, I'm going to get everybody in there. I'm really going to turn the city up, because I feel like one thing about the city, it's full of hate. And one thing about me, I'm not full of hate. Get to know me. I'm not just a troll on the internet. In reality, I'm going to give back to the city. I want to do some, I want to really help the city for real. I want to give back to the homeless. I want to do that angel tree stuff, buying Christmas gifts for kids, that don't have it, from the Salvation Army. You know what I mean? I really want to give back to my city, because I feel like I got a bad name right now, and I don't want to have a bad name. I don't want a bad name just now starting out. I really want to change it around and do a whole life 360, do that little Mike Rob fight, you know what I mean? Handle business and really move on from it and really do better.
So let's so to end off the pregame.
Yeah.
And stamp this. Where do you see your partnership going with them next?
I feel like there's bigger cities and bigger opportunities, and I feel like if you start small in the city you're from, I feel like it would really get you in the bigger cities like Miami and Vegas, and really, I feel like I could take it to a whole nother level. And I feel like I don't want to just be a promoter. I want to learn how to be a bartender too. I want to learn a new skill. I want to learn new skills because multiple sources of income is going to really, you got to have multiple sources of income. You can't just have your 9 to 5 in this life. You got to have motion in the city. You got to have different sources of income to pay your bills and get that food on that for your kids and that. Yeah. Take care of business.
Okay.
Take care of your family. And that's what, but hear me out. 1.1 million views. Like Facebook has to pay me for that shit. And I went live, and you know how many views that got? Oh, man. Man, I ain't gonna lie, that's better than Don, don't you think? Just a little.
Man, I only had Don just twice. It wasn't my drink. And like I say, people wasn't really drinking that like that. So I'm not just.
I drink it like that.
I mean,
I drink it like it's
water. You probably could have been drinking that before it, you feel me? But I wasn't though, and I don't like to follow those type of trends, you know.
That one shot did that.
It cooled me down, as a matter of fact. Like I was just sweating my ass off. I didn't start cooling off. How the hard work,
you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know that 1800 was that. You know what? I'm gonna start buying this from now on. Because honestly, I feel like how long do you think this is gonna last me for real? Look how long.
In Mansfield, not even a day.
Well, yeah.
Everybody gonna drink your shit up.
No, they ain't drinking my shit up. Sure. I don't want to live here. One thing about these people, they just miserable, and they will just buy a bottle and sit and work that 9 to 5. One thing about me in 2025, I feel like there's bigger opportunities. People that don't work 9 to 5s and really go chasing after their dreams. Mind you, a month ago. And in a month, I've had so many bigger opportunities come through my way. Not being worried about showing up for that shift at Cracker Barrel. Not worrying about me being too drunk showing up at Cracker Barrel. I showed up so many days drunk at Cracker Barrel. Today's seafood is fun. But I was hungover. But one thing about me, I was getting $50 bills, $100 bills, good reviews. People love who the fuck I fuck with. And one thing about me, I'm going to take care of my community and I'm going to give them the best service I can, no matter what I do in life.
Well, Austin, man, it's been a pleasure you coming in.
I'm happy.
And blessing me. I feel like I've been blessed today. You hear me?
Man, I feel like you were a blessing because I feel like you really took the time out your day to really take the time to really get this setup going and really like hear my side of the story, because I feel like people are going to judge you just off the rip and not know you.
Right.
Because they see one little post on the internet, and I feel like this is really going to make a change in the environment right now. And I feel like I'm the face of the city right now, and I don't want to be the bad face of the city. I don't want to be the bad name of the city. I want to really people to get to know me for sure.
Right. And it's the thing, I'm gonna tell you from outside looking in, you're not the bad face of the city, bro. Like,
and I don't want to be.
It's just the certain groups of people that might be looking at you negatively because how hard they rock with Mike.
Yeah.
And it's the people who just don't. You see what I'm saying? Because it's definitely those biases.
Yeah.
But at the same time, from the outside looking in, we looking at you like a funny guy. You know, that's why I'm here. I don't feel like.
And that's what I want to be. That's what I want to be. I ain't trying to be the hating ass motherfucker in the city trying to come for people. That's not what I want to be right now. I want to be standing on business, talk business, and really go up and really be the comedian I am and make this bread for sure.
All right. Well, like I said, man, it's been a pleasure.
I'm grateful. I appreciate it.
Listen, it's been fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like
it is fun. I love this shit.
Like a cool person, man. I can't wait till you come back and we do an update on this story.
I'm coming back.
And before we go, I want to say shout out to Saucy Sancho, best rap battler in Columbus.
Yeah, represent that shit.
And Mansfield, only one D-Lo, best rapper in Columbus, Mansfield, Ohio, wherever you want to look at.
Yeah.
And just another shout out to Austin Dawg, man, for coming to the Define Regiment podcast. Tap in.
Yes, sir. Famous laugh at the end, you heard? I'm invited to the cookout.
Oh, no, man.
Oh yeah, what they putting on?
It's just a regular Subway sub type shit.
Ooh, we're fucked. It's $30 to watch that fight. I ain't
$30. I don't even know the nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't be enough time.
And they just be rambling.
I got a 12-hour fucking interview, bro.
Oh hell no.
Hell yeah. I don't even how long you want to talk. We gonna listen.
No, one thing about it, one thing about Trump, he avoids questions. One thing about me, I answer questions. Dude, I like it. Yeah, it's cool. It's fire. Yeah, I'm fucking with it.
So fuck is you trying to say? You gotta get it back and be sharing plates. Got the game twisted, nigga lane switcher, can't be sharing where you lay. Put him in the back, playing on my chips, now that nigga feet him late.